these. Okay, so as I said, a couple of things to point out from setup.
Yeah.
Don't want to be gripping it too tight.
Yeah.
We don't want that left thumb to be straight down the grip. Okay, the left thumb sits off to the side there. People's arms hang in front of their legs like so, not twisted this way. So you're going to grip it. The two knuckles of your top hand are going to be visible, and this shoulder and arm are going to come in a bit more underneath, almost palm up here, sort of coming in this way to grip the golf club. You get a bit more low with the right side. That's going to help you turn and get the palm, as we're sewn out, to the sky more. So your previous golf swing, as you went back, got to about here, stopped a little bit, and you see the left wrist there already bending quite a bit there. Okay, as you keep going, the club just disappears now behind your head, and you can see, this is what often happens, because you're losing a bit of grip pressure there, because your wrist is doing that, your fingers now are stretched. You only hold the golf club in here, so this part of the hand is not on the golf club. You think, oh my god, I've lost grip pressure. What happens? You grip it tighter on the way down, and that's what's going to cause a lot of issues there in terms of the tension. So you can get the feeling of it being looser in your grip as you go back now to the top of the backswing. There's your club face, yeah? There's your left wrist there. There's going to be a little bit of movement, a little bit of sort of angle, but not as much as you were kind of in that left wrist there. And you can see now your hands seem on the club a little bit more. You've got a bit of grip pressure. The club's sitting on this pad here with your palm to the skull. You're holding a tray above your head kind of thing. And that's going to keep the club face in a what we call square position or straighter position. So when you come back to the golf ball, the golf club now is going to be straight to the path it's swinging on, okay? Now this one on the right-hand side did go a little bit to the right, as you'll see, but it only went right and kind of stayed there. Hasn't really sliced, because that ball sort of, it's kind of gone like that sort of thing, yeah? Which is fine. That was caused more so because of tension. You weren't able to kind of swing your body as well because you were just trying to do it so much, you were just getting quite tight, yeah? Loosen up your grip pressure. We're trying to move your hands in a different position. Yes, I suppose you could argue it's less wrist movement this way, but don't think, oh, I'm going to move my wrist less by just gripping it tight. Because you keep your left arm flatter there, your left wrist flatter, but now you're so stuck and awkward to impact, you lose all your speed and all your control, okay? So it's got to be loose, and you then got to control the movement. Just comes with practice, yeah? When you're down the range next time, if you want to, send some vids from down the line, just have a look and say, how's that right wrist looking, yeah? How's that club face looking? What we're looking for is a guide for you to sort of check, okay? When you get to the top of the backswing here, we want that left arm and that club face to be parallel. Which is pretty good to me, isn't it? Yeah. Now, if we go back to this one, and you get to about there, you can't see the club face, a bit blurry obviously, okay, but that left wrist in that cut position would indicate the club face now is going to be coming down to the ground, yeah? So the fact that, again, when the club went further, obviously there, it would have stopped, but you've lost a bit of, I mean, that movement there now, you see that club just wobbling there. Yeah, there's no real control of that golf club. So if you've lost control of the golf club, 0.3 of a second before it comes back down to impact, good luck. It's not going to work out consistently well. You'll get away with it with iron, because I think there's a bit of a right tendency. As we said, with the irons, you can just sit the club face a little bit closed at setup. It won't reset. This one, you can't sit it down closed. It just resets back to square. So if you've got an element in your swing, as we can see now with that wrist, opening the club face, when the club face starts on the ground with the iron, 3 or 4 degrees shut, you open it 3 or 4 degrees, nose nice and straight, Open it 3 or 5, it goes a bit left or a bit right, but it's playable, That, when you start, has to be straight, because you can't sit turned in. You sit it down straight, and it opens 4 degrees, it's going that way. And the further right it goes, if your golf ball is curving like that, as much as you know and you agreed it was club face, we then try and swing it further over there. And the further left you swing it, the bigger the slice, and the less distance you get. So the shots that you hit the furthest and the straightest, okay, they're the ones we're trying to get more of, okay, and straighter shots will go further, Make sense?
Definitely.